Let's go. 60 or.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man. Complete. A very nice pickup. For 33 yards.
A gain of 33 yards on the play. First down, Washington.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Smith. And this is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open. Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Smith. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
To throw is Smith. Open man, it's Vernon Davis. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Brandon, lest my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the 2nd time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, like him as a featured receiver, let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Smith to throw again to Thompson on the screen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 18. A 1st carry now for Thompson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Xavier Woods, the free safety, helped to make the tackle. Second and 5 now. Smith. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Vernon Davis there to make the grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, the underdog here is showing no fear. Great opening drive.
Now, we weren't in the locker room for the pregame speech, but I will guarantee you, somewhere along the way, the head coach said, let's just grab a big stick and smack them with it and let them know we're going to be here today. They may be the team that's supposed to be superior, but we're not backing down to anyone.
And on the road, no less, setting the tone. And the Cowboys are able to recover. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
On the counter, Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
The first down carry by Elliott. Down right around the 25. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down.
Here we go. Line in.
Watching you find. Let him know, let him know.
Hey, kill. 47.
Rush in. Rush in.
Here we go, 46. 26.
Third and long for Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fifth. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Punching it in from a yard away, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Second effort there, he was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. First play of the drive is a run with Thompson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Looking to throw on second down. Smith. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. The Redskins with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a third down and long coming up. Third and long, it's Smith. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here's Smith. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they take over. They'll set up shop. At the 46-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go. Go right in.
53, Mike. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Watch safety three. Watch safety.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line in. 26.
Following the interception, here's Prescott looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for two. The first throw now for the backup, Keenum. This is caught. And he is not going to make it to the goal line. So the defense holds, and this remains a 5-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
From the 24, Prescott. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
It's caught, Cooper. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Elliott, toss right. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Malik Collins busting through to get him for a loss of 6. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
After the sack on first down, Keenum trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
On third and long, it's Keenum. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
They will go for it. It's Keenum. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
I'm talking about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of a half to carry that with them. It's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mode.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 2. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And down he goes. Keenum is sacked. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Keenum now to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
Come on, fellas.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Throwing now is Keenan.
I enjoyed watching Robert Quinn in pregame warmups with you down on the field. Did it surprise you how tall and angular he is? You wouldn't think he'd be able to play against the run that well, would you?
But he can, and he showed it right there, didn't he?
That's that wrestling background he has. He understands leverage as well as anyone in the game. A big-time wrestler in high school. He didn't lose very often.
3-time heavyweight state champ in South Carolina. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Keenan. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Again, it's Elliott. And Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Marr now to add the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense.
Hey, take 53, 55.
Keenum on 1st down. And this one complete to Reed. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. From the gun, it's Keenum. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Now it's Keenum. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 37.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Keenum again. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Give him 32 on the play. They'll run with Peterson. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. Working from the gun, Keenum. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So now on 4th down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Hopkins' kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in. Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. 10th carry now for Elliott. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
We're going to 53. Here we go. 26.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Steps away to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Montez Sweat in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And boy, this Redskin defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Prescott from the gun. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And a loose football, and the Redskins scoop it. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving him a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen. Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What? I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense. Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter.
Next to score, Redskins 22, Cowboys 21.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here. You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you,
That's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 76 yards. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. So minutes after giving up the lead in the fourth quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down, up, down. Did you have a seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah. Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side, though, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the two-point conversion for good measure. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
You get locked, Nick. You get locked.
Now a play fake, and it's Keenum. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Here's a screen to Powell. A good pickup there at 22. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
First down, here's the run with Peterson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Keenum. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
Keenum to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 29. A huge play there for Washington. And even 40 yards.
First down, Redskins.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He's back to throw. That's going to be caught by Richardson. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. It may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Back to throw. And finding Davis here, the tight end. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Well, look to throw. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Well, no doubt an electrifying finish to have it down inside the 10-yard line. That final shot, though, they couldn't get it in the end zone, and that's all she wrote.
And they had the final shot. The last snap taken that close to the end zone. They don't get it in, so they'll regret that, but flip it over. Making a stand in that portion of the field, congratulations to them.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.